Hello, fellow travelers. Today our adventure begins, not with the bard spinning his epic tale, but in the library of the Carriage Rest Inn. Between the crackling fire and the overstuffed armchairs, we find a patron, lost in the pages of a story. A story about heroes, villains, and a merry band of adventurers caught somewhere in between. Let us also get lost in this adventure.
Hello, everyone. This is Ryan, not Mike, doing a very special episode where I get to be the dungeon master for a change.
Ooh.
Sorry, Mike. It's a very special episode because we have my friend Shannon with us. It's her first time playing DM, or as a player.
Oh, she's also going to DM.
She's also
Twist!
That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
Put you in the hot seat.
So I'm very excited to be her first dungeon master. Hopefully it's a good one and memorable. So we will go around the table and we'll start with my right.
Hi, I'm Mike, normally the Dungeon Master, today a player. I'm going to be playing Grinley. He is a halfling monk, and he is looking to become the best fighter in the world, but he's at a very early start because he's only level 1.
That was my doing.
That's perfect.
It's okay.
Hey guys,
Starting
this is
slow.
Sam. I play Woods on the normal podcast, but today I'm playing Brewed Ungard. He is a dwarf paladin, also level 1. His goddess is Soltera. She is the blessed provider. He's a bit of a zealous, so kind of excited to play that. Also, Shannon brought brownies.
They are delicious.
So listen, for everyone out there who ever has played with us before or is playing us in the future, you have to bring a treat now. She has set a new precedent.
Well,
So
she's
get the
even said
bacon.
it even more because she made them vegan for me.
And there's amazing.
So I think you get inspiration just right out of the gate.
Oh,
That's a good
man.
start.
And you
Wow.
almost, Mike's allergic to chocolate, so you almost killed him. So and that's like double inspiration for me.
Oh,
so, just
no.
kidding.
All right. Well, my name is Shannon. I'm going to be playing Laslin Evenstrike. She is a dwarf druid. Her clan kind of got wiped out by frost giants, so she's just kind of on a revenge hunt.
I love
The
that.
best type of hunt.
Yes.
Laslin.
Laslin.
Oh, that's so good. I'm so excited.
So, for story purposes, I'm going to use Mike's creation of Ivana. So, we'll still be using Black Bay Harbor, but there is no Order of Light. So, that's the difference. So, little backstory. 15 years ago, a great war occurred between the people of Ivana. So, humans, elves, dwarves, etc., and a great evil that emerged from the Quarka void. This great evil, a demon from the Nether Realm, united surrounding orc and goblin clans, as well as other foul creatures, with the promise of great riches in a world free from oppression from the tyranny of Ivana. A united Ivana was victorious. Heroes emerged that smited the demon and drove the orcs and other foul beasts back into the Quarka void. But a cost was paid. Countless lives were lost, cities such as Black Bay Harbor severely damaged, or others entirely obliterated and left in ruins. The realm has been at peace since then. Cities were being rebuilt, infrastructure restabilized and reinforced. Ivana would not be caught off guard again. The king of Ivana was praised for defending the realm and rebuilding it, but the war took a physical and mental toll, and his oldest son, Cedric, was being groomed to take the throne. The lords and ladies of Ivana were weary of Cedric taking the throne. He was known for being short-tempered and a risk-taker, unlike his father, who was more structured, analytical, and calculating. So not too long ago, mourning, as in sadness, spread across the land as news of the great king's passing spread, and Prince Cedric was named King of Ivana. Shortly after his coronation, reports of orc and goblin parties spread across the land. These raiding parties were attacking small farming and fishing villages, leaving the old and young unharmed, but taking adult men and women and what little treasures they had. King Cedric took this as a sign that the great evil had emerged and was determined not to let another great war happen again. King Cedric convinced the lords and ladies of Ivana that it would not survive another attack and needed to act quickly and swiftly. Proponents applauded his tenacity, while his opponents were not convinced that this was a sign of the great evil reemerging, and they did not want more people to die. Plus, Ivana was still recovering from the war. Its armies nor its cities were at 100%, and morale was at an all-time low. Ivana's armies didn't quite have the manpower to defend all the small villages or launch a full-scale attack. But King Cedric had a solution for his opponents, which seemed odd because he was not known to be the calculating type. He decreed that anyone from across Ivana willing to join the armies would be given gold for their service in return for defending the villages. King Cedric decreed that Black Bay Harbor would be at the heart of the operation since it was Ivana's strongest and most fortified city. So a seemingly low number of adventurers were enticed by the promise of gold, and those that did show up were quickly trained and sent to defend the nearby villages, but never returned. They disappeared without a trace. A surprisingly calm, cool, and collected King Cedric upped the reward to gold, land, or titles, and that brought in more recruits. Meanwhile, a sinister smile appeared on a mysterious figure's face. All his scheming and aspirations were going to plan.
Mystery. Dun, dun, dun.
So, the three of you have shown up to Black Bay Harbor to enlist in the army for your various reasons.
The army again.
The army again. Sorry, Shannon. So, I'm going to have Grinley and Bruin. You all met up outside of Black Bay Harbor, probably about a mile out. So, I'll let you all kind of walk and talk, meet each other on your way into Black Bay Harbor.
Howdy, stranger.
Aye,
Are you on your way to Black Bear Harbor as well?
'tis I am.
What are you going for?
I'm going to fulfill my duty to the Blessed Provider.
The Blessed Provider.
Aye,
That's good.
Solterra, have you heard of her?
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Oh, do you pray to her on your knees every day?
No, ma'am.
Why not? Tell me who your god is.
My God, are these fists. I'm going to become the best of the best.
Aye, fighting ain't gonna get you nowhere.
That's what quitters say.
Aye, well, 'tis your own, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm going to get there, and I'm going to be joining... I already forgot.
Ivana's Saints Martial Arts Academy.
Yeah, I'm going to be joining the Ivana Saints Martial Arts Academy.
Said an ominous voice from above.
So, ominous voice from above.
Oh my god.
But in order to get there, I got to become at least a captain in the army. So I'm planning on ranking up quick.
Aye, 'tis not my plan.
Well, you can just follow me then. The captain needs to give people orders.
Aye, well, I'll take all the orders you can give. My job is just simple. It's just to be here and do as the Blessed Provider says. And she tells me that it's time to go give my skills to King Cedric. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, I will gladly give you orders. What was your name again?
Aye, the name's Bruin.
Nice to meet
Bruin
you, Bruin.
Ungard.
Bruin Ungard. That's nice to meet you. I am Grinley. Grinley Torkin.
Great. That's all I have.
Yep. We would then just be walking, I guess, chit-chatting.
Yep. So Grinley and Bruin, you're kind of feeling each other out, talking, walking, and you enter Black Bay Harbor, and you see a female dwarf
Aye.
just lost as can be. Like, first time in the big city, just overwhelmed.
Can we discern her age?
I'm a young dwarf.
An adult, but young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say, equivalent to a 28-year-old in human years.
Okay. Bruin's gonna kind of stand up a little bit taller for his short dwarf stature that he has. Aye, lass. You look a little confused there. Anything I can help you with?
Yes, I'm looking to enlist, but I don't know where to go or what to do.
What's a lass like you doing enlisting into the army? It's an army, right?
Yes, I do. I am just wanting to fight and help and do what I can, but I'm just not sure how to do that.
A fight with weapons. You want to go fight the orcs and the goblins?
Well,
What's a fair
yeah.
lass like you wanting to do that for?
Well, just trying to get the land back, avoid a great war.
Aye, your father not have any boys he could send?
Oh, my dad, he's no longer with us. I don't have any family.
Aye, bless your wee little heart.
You said you wanted to get your land back? Does that mean you lost the land?
Well, I kind of lost everything, so I'm just looking for my little peace of mind.
No, I'm sorry you lost everything. That is heartbreaking.
That's okay.
Aye, that's going to be very difficult. Well, I suppose if you really know what you're doing and you really want to do this.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know that I want to do it.
Aye, okay. I guess that makes some sort of sense. Well, this way, I'm pretty sure we're up yonder, up the stars, and there should be the check-in booth.
Yeah, so you would know to go to the training grounds just south of Butchertown.
Aye, so down the stairs and around the corner, I guess.
Exactly.
And then to the left? And
At Albuquerque. Yep.
Yep.
And what was your name?
Laslin Evenstrike.
Laslin Evenstrike.
Evenstrike. All right, Laslin.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Grinley Torkin.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for helping out.
I'm always happy to help out and spread my name. I mean, I'm really happy to help out.
Aye, and my name's Bruin. You can call me Bruin.
Sounds good, Bruin. Thanks.
All right, so like I said, this way.
So a very defeated Bruin leads you to the training grounds. You kind of notice his head's kind of slumped a little bit, but you show up to the training grounds where there's about 30 people gathered at this training grounds. You are soon met by a half-elf female and a very tall, hulking human male. The half-elf scans all of you and sighs, "Here we go again, Chad. Let's get started."
Chad.
The barbarian.
Oh my gosh.
Listen up. My name is Gwen, and you all are the third batch of recruits to enter my training ground within the past few days. My job is to certify that you have what it takes to join the army. Those who do not pass the tests will be sent home. If I tell you to leave, you leave. It's as simple as that. I know you were promised riches, so don't bother whining to me if you don't get your way. Or else my friend Chad here will show you what he's capable of, as he cracks his knuckles very intimidatingly.
He looks like a strong fighter.
So I want to have you all roll a perception check.
Oh, D&D.
So on your character sheet,
Uh-huh.
in this box right here, you'll see perception, the
Okay.
wisdom base ability.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a +2 there. So I'm going to have you roll a D20 and add 2.
12?
12. Very good.
Nice. I had a 15.
Out of 10.
So usually when I say I want you to roll perception, I'm trying to see if your character would notice something. So I have the number set where I want it to be. So in this case, the number was 10.
Okay.
You had to beat, so you beat it.
I beat it.
Everyone beat it, so you're all going to...
Beat it.
So if you match it, is it beating it?
Yes.
I
Since you
go to
rolled
the
a 10?
attacker.
So at any time, you can tell me I want to roll a perception check to see if you notice something. But I want you to be kind of specific about it. So you rolled a perception check. All of you would notice that Gwen does not fit the typical half-elf that you have seen before. Her hair is black with white highlights, and her skin takes on a lighter, almost ebony hue. You will also notice that she is missing her left hand.
Ooh.
You don't need to roll perception to tell that her friend Chad is extremely muscular and brooding. He is shirtless and bears a giant dragon tattoo that starts from underneath his neck all the way down to his waist.
What is Chad? Did he say what Chad was?
Based on his physique and intimidation, you would assume that he's a barbarian, some sort of fighter,
Human barbarian.
human barbarian.
So half elf and then a human barbarian.
So a half-elf female named Gwen and a human barbarian named Chad,
Missing a hand. Gwen's missing a hand.
missing her left hand.
That sucks.
Yeah. So Gwen speaks up and says, I want you all to break off into 2 groups. Magic users and ranged fighters here with me, and melee fighters here with Chad.
I use my fists. Is that considered melee or?
She just glares at you and doesn't answer.
You know it does. Let's go over here.
Okay.
Anyway, she says, all right, ranged attackers, let's see what you have. And she begins to chant and cast multiple colored floating orbs in front of her, and with a flick of her right hand sends them floating down the training grounds. She tells the first group of archers to step up. You get 5 shots and 5 shots only. Blue orbs are worth 1 point, green orbs 2 points, yellow orbs worth 3 points, and if you can see the white orbs, well, those are worth 5 points in my respect. You need 4 points to pass. Good luck. And edit, since none of you are archers, this doesn't really matter, but
I mean, I can throw a javelin if you want.
no, I assumed you were with Chad.
I am with Chad.
So, a very confident female elf with long hair as black as obsidian steps up confidently and pulls out her longbow and says, White orb, huh? In respect, you say? She scoffs and you swear you hear her say, give me a challenge. She notches an arrow and takes aim and hits the white orb. She smirks at Gwen. Anything else? Gwen glares at her and says, well done. Go wait outside the training grounds. I'll come talk to you shortly. She then says, okay, magic users. Gwen starts down the line and eyes all of you magic users intently and stops at you, Laslin.
Oh, no.
Her eyes narrow and she says, you there, what is your name?
It's Laslin Evenstrike?
And are you all that remains from the Elmscar clan?
Yes.
She gets a very discerned look. It's a shame what happened to them. Roll an investigation check, Shannon.
2.
You can't discern if she was being serious or not when she said that.
Damn.
She says, okay, good luck with your training. Perhaps both of us can get vengeance one day. Show me what you got.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm letting you use this opportunity to cast any spell you want.
Ooh.
And I have to hit orbs? Is that right?
It depends on your spell. So you'll notice there's orbs.
Okay.
So if you have a ranged attack with your spells, if not, there are suits of armor underneath the orbs. that you can attack.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of something that would attack. I do have a thunder wave. Probably do that, right?
Okay.
Okay, so thunder wave is thunderous force, sweeps out from me. And then each creature within a 15-foot range must make a Constitution saving throw. If failed, they take 2d8 damage, and they're also pushed 10 feet away. Will that also affect everybody that's in the room?
If they're within 15 feet. So are you going to make sure you are within...
Yeah, I just kind of walk away from everybody,
Okay.
so I'm not
So we'll say
spelling the room.
you go and stand in the middle of the suits of armor that are there, just empty suits of armor.
Okay.
And you cast Thunder Wave successfully.
The last knows what she's doing.
Everyone hears you. The people look with Chad hear you, and they all kind of look at you. And Gwen says, "Well done. What else do you have?"
What else do I have?
That was
Do
really
you
loud.
know Thorn Whip?
I do.
Show me if you can hit one of the orbs.
Let me pull it up, because that's one I don't have
Are those
written
Harry
down.
Potter tabs?
Yeah, they are.
Oh my gosh, those are adorable. I need these in my life.
While she's looking up Thorn Whip, how far away are these orbs?
The blue ones are pretty close.
And we're just like observing and watching.
You're doing your stuff with Chad simultaneously.
Oh, okay,
I'm
gotcha.
just
Yeah.
We're not observing. We're
you're
over with
doing
Chad.
stuff
Okay,
with Chad.
gotcha.
I'll get to in a moment.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, yeah, so Thorn Whip, let's see. You create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command toward a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack against the target. If attacks hit, the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
Okay. Your spell attack modifier, I saw it was +4.
How do you remember that?
Just looked at it last night.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to hit a blue orb, you need a 10 or higher. That's 1 point.
Okay.
Green orbs, we'll say, have an armor class of 12, yellow 13, and white orbs of 15.
Okay.
So if you're feeling confident, you can try to hit a white orb, but you have to roll a 15 or higher.
Oh man, that's stressful, but let's try it.
I like it.
I had that fancy pants that just came right out the gate hitting it, so I just roll.
Yep, roll.
Oh,
She
dang.
does have advantage still from her inspiration. Just throwing that out there.
Well, okay, go ahead. You can roll with advantage. You're feeling pretty good. You just did a great thunder wave. Feeling pretty good about yourself.
16.
What's your 4?
20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Dirty
20.
20.
So
Dirty 20.
that's not the same as a 20, but you still hit. Okay, does that
Hey,
make sense?
I'll take it.
So you very confidently step up, cast your Thorn Whip, and just like a Indiana Jones lasso, you take that thing and hit the white orb. And Gwen's just nodding at you.
Can I
With
tell
approval.
if it's, I was about to say, is it like a, it's
Oh
a
yeah,
happy nod?
she's very impressed. Do you want to cast any of them again, or do you think you're...
No, I think I'm,
Okay.
I've showed off more than enough.
Gwen
I
is
don't need
immensely
to put a
impressed.
target on my back at
You're
this
doing
point.
great.
She's immensely impressed. She's... Okay, so we'll move on to our melee fighters over here.
Hi, 'tis us.
So, Chad looks at you all and says, your task is simple. Hit me or be hit. You can gang up on me all at once or individually.
I'll call first dibs.
He laughs and lets out a ferocious scream, his muscles bulging even more than before, and a burning intensity like a fire in his eyes.
He must be a dragon saint.
As soon as he finishes roaring, 3 of the people that were with you just flee. just
Leave.
they're gone.
I'm going to approach him, getting ready like in a boxer stance.
Yeah, he's popping his neck, cracking his knuckles, and he's just like bouncing back and forth like a boxer in the ring.
Okay, I'm going to...
So you all can, if you want to gang up on him at once.
How many of us are there?
I'm charging in.
He's like, I'm just going for it.
Just for purposes, just you two right now.
My first unarmed strike is probably not going to hit with a 10.
No. He laughs.
I don't get multi-attack, so it's just like a one shot. Uh-oh.
We could have done this a little bit better. We could have gone in at the same time, but
I got him distracted.
Quixie
Yeah.
McGee's over here. All right, and then he's going to pull out his warhammer. 17.
Misses.
All right. So you're
Ow.
going to swing back?
He's just dodging.
He's just having fun dodging
Yep.
us?
All right, we're gonna swing again. Misses.
All right.
Oh, 18.
Actually
I lied.
hits.
That can't do
What are you
math.
doing?
I can't do math. It's a 15.
Okay. No, that
I had a 14
misses.
before.
I had a 17, which I think you said misses,
misses.
but I'm getting closer. I feel like you're getting closer.
You're getting closer.
What if we do this at the same time? Give us a.
I'll let you have one more attack roll before he retaliates.
Can
Before he
we
retaliates.
get advantage if we like kind of try to do it in sync?
If y'all want to take the time and try to coordinate attack, tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of grab. Bruin's gonna grab Grinley and just like, hi,
Swing
lad.
on, swing
No,
on 3.
let's do this a little bit more precise here. I'm gonna go from the back, you go from the front, and then we're gonna swing on 3.
Swing on
Aye.
3. Okay, I'm going to swing on 1.
Okay, so you are
I got it.
I'm trying to distract. He's like, 1. Ha!
And then I just like go to
I got a
swing, and I
12.
just like swing down to my foot. I got a 2. Aye,
He's just going for the element of
Grinley.
surprise there.
this is not gonna go well.
he doesn't even attempt to strike back at you, feeling like really like he's gonna hurt you if he swings.
Bruin's a little out of breath.
I'm going to. Grinley is not out of breath. He's used to sparring and boxing and all that jazz.
I'm used to the wheat fields. This is not something I want to do.
He's upset that he hasn't been able to hit with his fists, but he backs up a bit, and you see him reach down and grab a dart, and he just tries to like flick a dart at Chad.
Okay, go for it.
It's a ranged weapon, so I feel bad, but still a 12.
It just goes right by him, and he doesn't even seem to notice it. Like it wasn't even close.
Guy, we're throwing things now.
At least it didn't hit him and bend.
And he's still just
I guess I could try to do a takedown, even though I don't think a halfling's going to take down a
6 foot.
6 foot barbarian, but I think it'd be
probably
funny. So I'm going to try some acrobatics.
Go for it.
Try to take him down. Gives me another +1. So 15?
No.
All right.
Can I see this
So
happen? With
you go to reach for his calf,
Yeah, exactly.
and he just kicks you off like you're a cat attacking him,
I touched him.
and you go flying 10 feet back.
Okay, how much
and
damage do I
take
take?
1d4 damage.
Bruin's gonna pause for a minute and grab his like necklace around his neck and just go, "Aye, so Tara, you told me to be here. Now I'm here. Give me the strength to do this." And he's going to swing again with his warhammer. Oh, natty 20.
Nice.
Finally.
Perfect.
So you pray to Soltaire, and you just land a solid hit right on his chest, and he takes a minute realizing that you hit him, and he just congratulates you. Well done. I haven't been hit like that in a while.
Aye.
As
You
he's
have passed.
As he's congratulating her, can I like come in and try to punch him?
Go ahead.
Nope, still missed.
He feels a little like whiff of air on the back of his calf, and he just turns back. It's like, you again. I appreciate your tenacity, but this fight is over.
It was like
He
a dream.
He kind of pats
a
you on
dream
the
punch.
shoulder. Well done. Maybe you can give your friend here some
Aye, come on,
Combat.
tenacity. Let's go. I think that's a good name for you.
Tenacity.
Yeah.
tenacity. Okay, so any other types of attacks you want to try?
As I turn, I'm going to try to kick him.
Oh my gosh.
Like just drag the foot around as I'm turning to
Or
walk
sweep
towards.
the leg. You're
Yeah.
going to try to sweep his leg.
I finally hit though, a 21.
You managed to connect, but he's past the point of
It like hurts my
it
my
kind of
shin.
hurts you, and he just continues walking. But you did technically hit him.
I hit him.
There you go.
I hit a dragon zane.
You got him.
Aye, when
Alright.
his guard was down.
It doesn't matter. Hit is a hit. Check
The
that off of my
damage,
list.
you can roll damage, but he's not even going to feel it.
4 plus 3, 7.
Yeah, he shrugs it off.
I assume.
Okay.
Assume he's level 20 at this point.
He's so high, I didn't even roll a character sheet for him.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we'll say of the original 30, about 10 of you remain. So you 3, the archer from before, and 6 others. So Gwen says, all right, so now we know you all can fight. It kind of looks at Grinley a little bit. Well, sort of. So, can you survive? The test is simple. Start running the perimeter of the training grounds and don't let me catch you.
Aye.
With that, she smiles, starts to chant, and turns into the biggest white wolf you have ever seen.
I'm good at running. I don't know how good that sounded coming out now that I think about it.
I'm going to have you all start rolling athletic checks.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Luckily,
that's
I'm,
right.
luckily, I'm proficient in that to take care of my -1.
So,
Yeah, what am I looking at here for this?
So athletic. So this is anytime you want to well, in this case, you're being chased. If you want to climb a tree, climb anything that would require like some finesse
Athletic
or
ability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
athletic
Yeah.
ability.
Where are we? Where are we?
So you're at the training ground. So kind of think of it like a quarter lap track type of thing. So there's actually like, if you wanted to run laps, you can. There's like a big green field, which is where you all been training. And there are some like stands. So it's almost like a
Kind of like a football field almost. Yeah.
Just think of like a high school football field.
Okay.
That's exactly what I thought of when you said training grounds.
There you go.
Ugh.
Is there a ropes course on this training grounds?
No.
What? Can you provision in ropes
So
courses?
athletics,
Okay,
I
so
bet
plus
my character
2.
be
that's a
acrobatic,
strength-based
not strong.
ability.
Gosh.
So you get a +2.
Okay.
So again, whenever you roll a d20 and add 2.
Just gotta figure out what I want to do because I'm probably not very fast with my little legs. 19.
So all of
21.
you start booking.
Yep,
Yeah.
I got a unnatural 20.
I got
Okay.
18.
What's your movement?
25 feet.
25. You can use an action to move 25 feet, or you can also take a dash action, which is double that. So it's like
Okay.
you're full sprinting. So I'm going to say you all just full sprinted.
I got a full sprint. I
You
gotta
went
give myself
50
as much as I
feet,
can.
And you all went.
Same. We're all
Same.
25 feet.
Okay. Roll another one.
19.
18.
Can I make sure I stay with the majority of the pack?
It depends on your roll.
Oh.
No.
Non-natural 20 again.
Okay. Y'all do another 50 feet. She's caught a couple of your fellow trainers, but you three are ahead.
What is she doing when she catches them?
Just pins them down.
Okay.
Like
Nothing.
tag.
Just tag. So I'll have you roll one more to see if you get over the finish line.
Pressure's on.
I know.
Oh.
Natty 20.
2. I got a 5.
Okay.
I switched dice and I still got a 19
Okay.
on that, so non-natural 20.
So Grinley, you make it. Shannon, you find your second win, and Grinley was a little bit ahead of you, and you just dashed right ahead of him,
I pushed him and
pushed
ran.
him through. Poor Bruin.
I got the cramp.
You got
I should not have
your
had that
right
second
calf
to mean.
cramped a little bit right before the
Ay,
finish line,
ice.
and you feel a big wolf on your back.
Can I
But you don't take any damage. She just
Can
pins
I, when she pins me, can I, competing strength, try to push her off just to be like, I'm still strong?
Or like she jumps on you.
She's
yeah.
not on you that long. It's
Okay.
just a quick from the back.
Like a
She
tag.
pounced on you like a
Gotcha.
cat, and then she's on trying to find the next one.
You gotta be the fastest. You just can't be the slowest.
I
Okay, so
need more hydration in my life.
she lets you all rest a little bit and transforms back into her humanoid shape. She said, "The last test is your choice. You can attempt to find me or try to sneak up on my friend Chad here. I will transform into a small woodland animal. Your objective, use your knowledge of the wild to track me down. Or my friend Chad will have his back to you. Your objective is to just simply sneak up and touch him on his back without him noticing you.
Oh.
I'll give you the option. If you want to stealthily try to sneak up on Chad,
Crap.
Yeah, I have no
can.
stealth.
Yep.
No, I'm not
Or-
doing
We're
that.
dwarves. We're not stealthy
No,
people.
we're not.
Okay?
or you can use your
We're short,
survival,
we're stubby.
which you
I
are
was about to say.
proficient in. You get a
Yeah.
+4.
Well, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm going to be stealthing up on Chad because I'm proficient in stealth.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
All right.
Is it a saving throw or a skills check?
Skill check.
Can I charm him instead? Or her? Just kidding.
I'll tell you right now, it won't work.
All right, well, I'm going to go for survival, so I'm going to go with the dwarf.
Okay. We're going to do Grinley first.
Chad is just my nemesis. I rolled a 3, but I get a +5, so I get an 8.
You go to take a step, and of all the sticks that were just randomly in the middle of this field, you step on it, and he just turns immediately. You
I
again.
duck down.
But actually, he turns around and then kind of does oh. There you are. I'll let you have one more shot.
What's that over there?
And he looks, being a dumb barbarian.
Natural 20.
You actually do that. He
Oh
looks,
my
and you just go
gosh.
up and touch him on the back. So,
Amazing.
good job. All right.
That's good.
So, you all approach Gwen,
Yes.
and you see her turn into a rabbit.
Okay.
Hi.
And she's just going to tell you to close your eyes, count to 10, open your eyes, and then find her.
2, 3, boy. Dwarven math.
Are you mixing languages up there?
Oh my goodness.
5.
10.
I was gonna say I'm just waiting for her.
Okay. So
yeah,
you open
was
your
waiting for her to hit
eyes,
it.
the rabbit is gone.
Okay. I mean, it would
So
be crazy
I will
if she was
have
still there.
you roll a survival check.
Okay. So
Hi.
one of these.
And you will notice that
Laszlo, I'd
Bruin
like to be
is
following your
not.
lead.
Yeah, you can tell Bruin's just out of sorts.
Here's my thing, Leslin. So, I'm not generally out in the forest doing this stuff. I got a wheat farm. I provide for the blessed provider. I do my things. I go speak her words. So, I'm not necessarily one for the woods.
It's okay. Just follow me and think of it like Like that rabbit is just ruining your wheat field.
Aye.
You gotta find it.
I like
You
your
gotta get rid
thoughts.
of it.
I like your thought on this.
So keep that in mind.
Raven just rabbit.
14. And then do I do my +4 for survival?
You do.
So 18.
17.
Okay. So the two of you start looking, and you all make out the tiniest rabbit print. Like it found just the tiniest bit of blood on the field.
Aye,
that it
Laslin, what'd you
just
find there?
barely stepped in, and you can see it, the path heading towards a suit of armor. That was just laying. Yeah.
A bloody print?
Like it barely touched the blood of like somebody getting hit by Chad.
Oh, okay.
So there's like some blood splatter on the ground.
Okay.
It barely stepped in it, so you see just the little bit of blood trail coming from this.
Are there
little
any
bit of
other
blood.
animals around?
Nope.
Okay.
Well,
so
the wolf prints from when
Well,
she was
yeah.
chasing you, but
I was just like, I have a speak with animals. Maybe I could ask the animals, but
Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah.
so you do see some. You do make out some tracks. Does that
Aye,
make
can
sense?
you
Yeah.
can speak with animals? Can you speak with any plants? I know there are
No.
druids out there that can do those kinds of funny things.
No. That's helpful.
I can speak with my god if you think that would help.
I mean, it helped you last
All
time.
right,
Let's
so he's going
try
to drop
it.
down to his knees. Oh, so Tara, blessed provider, provide us with the path forward to find this herring, if you will.
Herring? Is that what you said?
Yeah, herring, a rabbit's a herring.
Oh, herring.
A har.
I was thinking like a fish.
Oh,
I was like, what are
Oh,
you
darn
looking
it.
for?
I was just looking for fishing now.
A red herring.
If she's a fish, that's going to be much harder.
Oh, well, that's the problem is she now thinks we're fishing. This isn't going to be good.
Okay, go ahead and roll one more survival check.
17 again.
20. Non-natural 20.
You all still managed to find just a little bit of blood from this rabbit track, and it's under a helmet in the middle of the field.
All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to lift it. You're going to grab it. What's your dexterity like?
Oh, let's see.
A good old snatch and grab.
Oh, it's not very good.
Ah, crap, either is mine. All right. Well, I can okay, what else can we do here? If I lift it, well, you could speak with it.
I could.
Yeah, that's right. You speak herring or rabbits or whatever this is. You speak furball, don't you?
Yes, I can speak with the animals.
All right, I'm going to get down. I'm going to crouch. I'm going to pull it on 3. And not like a stupid Grinland 3. I'll count to actual 3 and then lift. So 1, 2, 3, lift.
Oh, 1, 2, 3,
So
cast, I guess.
Are you casting Speak with Animals?
Yes, let me double
Okay.
check and see what it is before I get myself in some situation I can't get myself out of.
What you going to say to it? Oh, that's very important. Because if you don't know what you're going to say and I just pull it and then it runs off.
Just tell it to kind of calm down. We're friends.
Okay.
We're not there to hurt it.
Awesome. We should also say maybe, are you Gwen?
Yeah,
Because what if it's a squirrel?
it's not Gwen. Did they see Gwen?
Oh, good call.
Yes.
All right. So Bruin's going to get down there. Crouch. All right, you ready, lass?
Yes.
So you're saying this by the helmet?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
squatting over the helmet.
You-
We're hoping there's something in the helmet.
Yeah.
There might
You-
not be anything in the helmet,
Yeah.
but
You begin to chant to cast your spell,
Okay.
and then all of a sudden you just see Gwen appear with a helmet on her head and says, "Just because I'm a rabbit doesn't mean I still can't understand you.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm just
Gwen's
impressed
life?
I'm just impressed you found me.
This was really the last over here. I just kind
I
of
couldn't have
followed
stayed
along.
hidden too long because I was starting to laugh at.
Was you laughing at what? So we had a good strategy here.
No, I
We were
appreciate
figuring it out.
Fine.
We
I
were figuring
appreciate
it
the
out.
laugh.
That's what we do. We
I haven't laughed in
strategize.
quite a while, but well done.
I didn't.
Just-
If you were trying to talk to me as a rabbit, I wouldn't have known what you were saying unless I cast.
Well done. Okay, so you found the rabbit.
We found
under
the
hat. Okay,
Sometimes you got to use your strengths.
Yeah, we successfully snuck up on the
and
barbarian.
you all passed.
Good job, guys.
We have survived.
All right, so the
Training camp.
3 of you passed, and then the elven female from before has also passed.
Have we met her name?
Yeah.
You have not.
Does she seem nice?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Are we all rolling?
Are you trying to gauge if this elf is nice or not?
I got to 7.
Yeah.
I'm just still impressed with Laislin here.
15.
You're good at math.
Are you trying to perceive?
I am busy doing an insight check on Chad the barbarian to see how he moves.
Just really focused.
Try to see a new new fighting style. So I'm just following Chad around.
Okay.
Guys.
Poor
You can
Chad.
say you look up to him a lot.
I do look up to
Okay.
him a lot.
All right. So what'd you roll?
15, because I have
15.
the +2.
You get the impression that she's very standoffish.
Great.
That's
I'm
just your initial
I'm not
impression
super
without talking to
charismatic
her.
or
Just,
endearing.
just
so.
the way,
I need some charismaticness.
just the way she.
I think I have that.
Is that a spell?
Charismaticness is very new. It's 6E.
Okay, that's the new D&D coming out.
Whole new world.
You were concerned the way she fired her arrow in the way she's standing there now that she's very just kind of standoffish.
She's good and she knows it.
She's good and she knows it. She's a little too overconfident.
I have a girl crush already.
All right.
I wonder
So
if she can swim.
maybe. All right. So Gwen approaches the four of you and says, "You all appear to have what it takes. Welcome to the army." And she presents you a brooch, which is a red shield. And she says, "Wear this while you're in town. There is a mess hall north of the training hall that will make sure you get fed. Just present your brooch. Any provisions you may need, you can find at Sundry's Provisions. Just be sure to rest up tonight. Any open bunk you can find in the barracks is yours for the night. Rest up because you have your first mission tomorrow. Meet me at sunrise. Of course, if you feel like you need the practice, the training grounds are open for you to use."
Is there like a brawler's pit anywhere?
I think
No,
you've done enough
just-
smacking for the day, don't you think?
She kind of looks at you and says, "I see where you're going, but I think you need to rest up a little while.
Conserve
Pace.
your energy.
Pace
Chad
yourself."
took a lot out of you.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master. I really hope you're enjoying this one-shot. If you're enjoying the content, please share it with your friends. Let them know about this exciting podcast. And then also make sure to check out our actual podcast, Carriage Rest Tales. You can find Carriage Rest Tales on any of the podcast platforms or on the website where you're listening to this episode as well. In addition, if you are enjoying the podcast, please consider giving us a 5-star review. That's going to increase our visibility and hopefully get us out there in front of more listeners. And without further ado, let's continue the episode.
So the four of you are kind of just standing there as she leaves. So it's up to you all to tell me what you all want to do, and if you're going to go eat, if you're going to go find some provisions, if you're going to sleep.
I would like to introduce myself to the elf.
Yeah, we need to figure out what her deal is.
Okay. She goes to turn away almost immediately as Gwen turns away, so you can barely just catch her.
Hey there, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye? She whips her hair around. Hawkeye?
Is somebody good at shooting arrows? It was a compliment.
The name's Denise.
Denise?
Hello, Denise.
Hello.
Wanted to introduce myself. I'm Brewin. Ungard, this is Laslin and
Hi.
Grinley.
Hello.
Laslin, yes, I was watching your magic abilities. Very impressive.
Thank you. I just thought, you came in there, you volunteered first and
Yes.
just knocked it right out of the park. It was amazing.
It was quite simple.
Would you like to spar? I'm always looking for a good opponent.
No,
Sure.
I'm sure.
Okay. How about you? Would you like to spar?
No. Yeah, so Denise, well, it seems that the four of us are going to be some sort of team or something. Would you care to go catch a quick bite with us?
Not this time.
Suit yourself if you ever want to. Our table's open.
Thank you.
What are you planning on doing this evening?
That is my own.
Fair
I'll
enough.
meet you all here in the morning. And she whips her hair and just kind of leaves.
Wow.
All right, Hawkeye.
She seems
See you in the
nice.
morning.
She smelled amazing.
I don't
She
think
smelled
I've-
like lavender.
Oh, I don't think I've ever smelled someone before.
It's kind of like
Your thing? Are you into smelling
Christmas. Have you smelled
Christmas?
Christmas? She smelled like
Smell
Christmas.
like
Sprucey.
cinnamon?
Flowers and
people? Cinnamon and mistletoe.
It was amazing. Whatever it is, it's working for her.
Interesting. All right.
And just if you want to write down, Denise is Danays.
And you said she's an elf?
Yep.
With dark hair.
Nice.
Very, very black hair.
Very black.
Very standoffish. I
That's
will
actually
Very
the
write her
color.
down.
That's the color on the box is very black. She dyes it.
Oh. All right. So what are y'all doing? It's about, we'll say, 6, 7 o'clock at night. You know you got your first mission in the morning at sunrise.
What are these provisions? Do you think we should go take a look at the shop?
Yeah.
Maybe we can.
I'd like to get an idea of the layout of everything.
Yeah. Generally, in contexts like this, if they're saying that we can go get whatever we need, there's usually some things there that we can have.
Yeah,
Why
let's
don't we
check
go
it out.
check it out?
All right. So you're going to Sundry's Provisions.
Yeah. Brenlin.
Yeah.
Brenlin, that's not your name. Grinlin.
Grinlin.
Who's Brenlin? I don't know, must have been somebody I knew in a
Grin-
past life.
It's Grinley.
Grinley.
Yes.
All right, so you coming with us?
I mean, I already got my fists here. I just need to apparently sharpen them up a bit. So I was going to go try to hit the battlegrounds, see if there's anybody that wants to do some sparring.
Okay, suit yourself. Me and the lass will go.
All right. And I will see you guys here, I guess, tomorrow.
Aye.
Sounds good.
Have a good one.
He's going to try to find somebody to spar with.
We'll say a couple of the defeated people are still there, and you're feeling very overconfident, and they know you passed, so they're taking you up on your offer.
Perfect.
And you're having no problems.
Yes.
Hitting, tackling, throwing, whatever martial arts
Arm bars.
stuff you want to do. Yeah,
needed to
you're
get
tapping people out left and right.
Warmed up.
You're feeling way too confident.
I need to boost my confidence
Yes,
after
you
trying
are
to
feeling
fight Chad, the Dragon Saint, as I'm referred to
Yep.
now.
The Dragon Saint.
The
Dragon
Dragon
Saint.
Saint.
Well, he's trying to get into the Ivana Saint's martial arts, so he just assumes he must have graduated from there as a Dragon Saint
All right.
because he's so strong.
Logical
Logical.
idea there.
Okay. And y'all are going to Sundries?
Yeah, I want to see what we can
Sundries.
get.
It's not too far from the training grounds. You ask a couple people and you find it without issue.
Okay. What kind of stuff do they have here?
Aye,
You
we're
go
going to
in.
walk in.
Okay. There's just a human male behind the counter. Yes, yes. I am Sundry.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Oh, I see you have your red brooch. Congratulations on passing.
Oh.
No easy feat against Gwen and Chad.
Aye, you're familiar with them.
Oh, yes. Not too many people with the red brooch make it through.
Well, tell
You
me.
must be pretty good.
I don't look it to me. It says the last. Really, I just followed.
I mean,
suit.
you got one too.
Feeling pretty good with these compliments, Sundry. So what do you have to offer here?
We got all your basic stuff. We got some rations. We got rope, wineskins. We got some simple daggers, javelins,
Aye.
arrows, whatever y'all feel like you may need
Tell me
for
about these.
adventures.
Tell me about these javelins. There,
They're just normal javelins.
nothing special.
Nothing special. It's just a basic
A stick. It's a
We don't
stick.
get.
provisional shop.
We can get whatever we want, or
Yeah,
Give
whatever's in
us,
the
like,
whatever's in the handbook.
one magic item
For a
or
level 1.
Something
No.
special. I'm not going there. All right.
Nope.
How are you? Game mechanics question.
Yep.
How are you with like tracking pack stuff? We just gonna assume if we want to start a fire that we have the things to start a
Yeah.
fire? So kind of
Yeah,
like
unless
we
there's
play
something like very specific. You can't. Oh, I got these bracers of defense I've been packing all along.
Rod of
but
holding.
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing like that.
can we bring out the rod of holding?
You don't have to track gold, but I'm going to say you can't just be like, I'm going to buy something for 500 gold pieces without
So it's
at
gonna be
least having
rational.
like a gemstone or,
Okay, gotcha.
or are you telling me I'm trying to save up for
Gotcha.
some expensive item?
Okay.
Well, let's see.
Some hardcore DMs make you track like food and water. So if you're going to be out for 4 days, you better have 4 days worth of provisions or they'll,
get exhaustion.
I think that kind of takes some fun out of the game.
Yeah, it seems
So-
like
But some
people
people
think
think
a
that's
lot
fun.
of energy.
Yeah.
It's not about how you
That's
wanna
just
play.
me.
Yeah.
Y'all are adventurers. I'm assuming you know how to like hunt, gather.
Making
you're
a
hungry.
You're making a pretty big assumption right now.
Well, you are a druid, so.
Oh, we don't know this yet that you're a druid.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We haven't.
Well, I mean that's fine. But like,
Yeah, if
our
y'all wanted to
characters
take
don't know.
time, yeah.
No, it's okay. Well, did she? Cause she
Do I
can't wild
need
shape yet.
anything for?
Do you have a
that?
dagger? Like, do you have melee weapons?
Yeah, I do. I have a morning star for melee weapon.
Ooh.
And I think I have a staff.
Well, golly,
No, not
you
for melee, but just
might want a dagger.
okay.
Just
Something-
for
something
offering
pointy.
one up there, just to strap around your calf.
Yeah, I have a quarter staff.
Yeah, I know druids typically don't try to use metal.
Yeah.
You have a wood dagger.
That's Nomus.
I've heard of wooden daggers
yeah.
before.
If you wanted a javelin, you can take a javelin. If you feel like you need a ranged thing, but you got your spells too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you have javelins, right? You know how to.
Yeah.
So if I get a javelin, you can show me how to use a javelin.
Absolutely, lass.
Yeah, let's
Get yourself
do
a
that.
javelin.
Sundry, how about your javelins? Can you tell me
Sure.
which ones are good for like
Oh, they're
just starting
all-
out?
Now tell me, is it a 2 pound or a 3 pound? What are you looking at?
Oh, we
here?
have both.
Oh,
If you're
so
feeling pretty
listen,
stout.
What you're gonna want to do? Let's see. Just stand up tall for me.
Yeah,
Now put your arms out.
about as tall as I get.
Well, I mean, look at me. I know we're eye to eye here. Arms out straight. All right. So yeah, let's start with a 2 pound.
I think that's good.
Yeah, whatever y'all need.
Yeah.
Sundry's here to provide.
I really wanted Sundry to have a different accent.
I don't do accents. Yes, yes.
When you started, yes. My name's Sundry. I really thought you were gonna go.
No.
sit.
So I'm gonna get javelin. I'm try it out and kind of very clumsily
Yeah, you take it and you're
kind of move it
kinda
around,
do like
try and get a feel of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Just
picture
kinda-
I would picture he's got maybe like a hay bale set up for people to practice range.
And there's
weaponry.
also the training grounds. If you
We can
wanted to go
always
back to the
to.
training grounds.
Just kind of practice.
You know your
lifting
friends
it,
out there.
kinda, little throw, try and
Yeah, you
feel
can
it
take
in my
a
How does
couple.
this
and-
feel? Does it feel too heavy, too light?
No, I think it feels good. I mean, for starting out, it's It feels good.
Nice.
Yeah.
It looks good on you.
Good. Thank you.
If y'all want to take it to the training grounds and give them a throw, you certainly can.
So is there like a return policy on this javelin if it doesn't work out for us, or?
It's all free thanks to King Cedric
All
I
right,
would
we love
never-
that.
never
Thanks,
vote
for being a
Cedric.
part of the army.
All right. I think I'm going to pick myself up a dagger and a couple of wineskins.
Okay.
Cool.
Gladly hand you all that.
Dagger.
Thank you for protecting our city and our...
Are there any... Bruin's got quite the beard happening. I guess we didn't really describe what people look like, but Bruin's got quite the beard. His hair swept up in a big, like, man bun. But he wants to... Like, you can see there's one or two kind of decorations in his beard. And he kind of wants to commemorate today because he made it in. So is there any kind of little trinkets at the shop that he can kind of, like, put into his beard?
He kind of looks around and it's all like adventuring stuff.
Uh-huh.
My friend Avir, 2 shops down, might have trinkets.
Hi. Lash, you feel like going for a walk?
Yeah, sure. What shop is that?
Yavir today, gone tomorrow. I wasn't planning on you looking for trinkets.
Perfect.
Yavir's trinkets.
We'll head over. Thanks so much, Sundry,
Yeah,
for
anytime.
for helping us out. We'll see you
Anytime.
again shortly, I'm sure.
I hope so.
Head over to what was
Avir's trinkets.
Here's trinkets.
go check
We'll
out
just say
Avir's.
Avir is a half-elf female, and she has all these types of beads, stones,
Okay.
whatever type of thing you're looking for your...
I'm looking for. You said our brooches are red.
Mhm.
Are they just all red, red gold,
Just
gold,
just
red,
a red shield.
a red shield?
Yeah. We'll say it has a little gold outline.
Okay, I'm gonna look for a red and gold bead.
She's got it.
Perfect. I'm gonna get it and tie it into my beard.
Okay.
It's fun.
You are very fashionable with your red and gold bead.
Is this why you're not stealthy? Just beads.
Ching, 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 ching.
You're like
Yes.
one of those like
Ching,
bike
ching.
spokes from
Yes, that is why I have a 0 stealth.
Well, yeah. I kind of I want to be on your wavelength there. I want to get something too. Maybe something for my hair.
Yeah, I can put the beard in it for you.
Yeah. My hair's red, so usually
I wouldn't do red.
other red clashes. I'm really kind of upset about this brooch situation. Do you have anything like green?
I like an
green?
emerald.
Yeah.
Oh, an emerald would look very pretty up against the redhead here.
Avir kind of like eyes you for a second and does like measuring you out. She's like,
Yeah.
I do have this light green. It has like a little jade colored.
Oh, yeah.
That might look
let's-
nice in
let's
there.
Check it out.
Yes, I think you should go with the jade.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll do that.
Okay.
You think we should get our other 2 teammates something just to commemorate the day?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I remember Denise's hair was black.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Very dark.
Tell me about your friends.
Okay, well, Denise is very tall, very thin.
It's very beautiful.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
Smells good,
great.
evidently.
She smells
Hmm.
great.
Jet black hair with some white streaks, I guess, in it.
No,
That was Gwen.
that was Gwen.
Oh, darn it. So dark.
Her,
So,
her skin's kind of alabaster and her hair's kind of obsidian.
wow, those are really good
Interesting.
words.
She kind of she thinks about it. She pulls out a silver looking thing.
I
Yeah.
think
This may work, like a dark purple.
Oh, I like the silver.
Just the vibes you're giving me of her.
Oh, very dark purple. I
Cold,
think's her vibe.
pretty. It sounds like her.
That's definitely her vibe.
I think you should go with the dark purple.
Yeah.
Love it.
yeah,
Okay,
I
now
like
this
that.
I
just your eyes lit up with the dark purple. So
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I mean, it's just her aura. Some would call it her vibe.
Yeah.
Dark
Cool.
purple.
Amazing.
All right, so
and your other friend?
Grin-
Tell me about him.
Annoying is really what I think. Right? Does he have hair?
I
Yes.
don't. I don't know. We didn't really talk about that.
It's about so Grinley has like sandy colored hair. It's about 1 inch long. It looks like he probably cuts it himself,
Right.
and it's kind of unkempt, like just all over the place.
Is there and does he have facial
Does he have
hair?
I was about to say, does he have a beard or anything?
He does not have a beard.
What is he
can't grow
wearing?
one.
Maybe a necklace or a bracelet?
Yeah, he's got probably like a tank top, like a wide sleeve tank top on, and monk pants. You know, like the
I
baggy
wish you think
pants,
about
but a little
Like
bit
a
tighter on the-
bracelet to kind of
Yeah, you know-
show off the guns.
Yeah, he was very, very infatuated with his wrist, don't you think? So maybe like a leather
Yeah.
strap or something.
Yeah, I think
For his
that's-
wrists.
Yeah.
With maybe like a bead or something like that.
Yeah.
I think we'd have to get 2 though, don't you think?
Yeah, to match.
To match for sure, like a cuff almost,
Like a 1-2.
like a 1-2. Yeah. 1-2.
So she pulls out like a leather forearm brace, like a archer would wear type of thing.
Yeah.
And then she also has like a metal like bicep cuff.
Oh,
that if
that's
he's
That's it.
based on his
him.
fighting, he might.
Yeah, 'tis it. The cuff, I
Will
think,
it
is it.
will it hinder when you kind of
Oh,
flex?
does he flex a
that
lot?
Yeah,
I
I
might
would
kind of
think.
hinder that.
But he
Tis
would-
less, it is magical.
So maybe the four. Oh, sorry, dear. No, no magical things here.
You always have to try and ask,
Man, that's a
That's how
toughie.
you get things. I think the strap, the you got anything about half the size. Instead of a full forearm, I'm thinking like a half forearm here.
You keep saying half. Is he a halfling?
I don't quite know, I'll be honest with you.
He was a
I was about to say,
halfling.
what are you?
Yeah, he's
was a
half
halfling.
annoying is what he is, I'll be honest.
Sounds like quite the guy. Well, if you're not sure his size, I do have like this small, like black ear cuff you can put over his
Aye.
ear.
Do you feel
That wouldn't really hinder any fighting. Might
Yeah.
give him a little pizzazz.
He does like the pizzazz, I think.
And he lacks a little pizzazz. If
Maybe
you
it
ask
gives
me.
him a little confidence
He
of
likes it
like,
'cause he
I'm
wants
tough.
it.
Oh, he definitely.
Oh
loves
yeah,
Maybe it looks
confidence.
I mean
like-
that's
That's something for sure. All right, so let's go with the ear cuff.
yeah.
And
Let's
it's got
do
like
that.
a little like sharp tooth looking thing coming down off of it.
Oh,
Or if you just want a simple one that just goes over the ear.
let's just go simple. I think
Simple?
we
Yeah,
just met
simple.
the fella.
It sounds like you don't want to like make his head explode.
Yeah, I don't think he's lacking in.
You don't want to make it
confidence.
any bigger
Yeah,
than
Yeah,
it
so maybe
is.
we'll stick with the ear cuff. If you want to come back, if you want to bring him, maybe not tonight, but
Yeah, not
later.
yeah. Oh, I'm sure at some point he'll stumble in here,
Yeah.
Okay.
telling him about himself.
All right, I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to meeting this guy.
Presents for everybody.
Aye.
I'm
All
gonna,
right,
I'm
wrap it
gonna
up.
point out that charisma is my highest stat.
Oh golly,
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy.
I'm a weird monk.
so exciting.
Charismatic
All right.
monk.
Anything else you're wanting to do before you turn in for the night?
I'm gonna eat something.
I was about to say, did we grab something to eat?
Yeah, for sure.
Just at least something
there's
to
like a mess hall, so they
just
got
grab some stuff and eat while we
they got
walk.
some bread, fruits, vegetables, various meats.
It's a vegan world.
No, I said meats.
I'm
I
just
said
kidding.
meats, cheeses,
There's the sell fruit leather.
charcuterie type things.
Bruin's definitely gonna grab something to eat.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's gonna
Just
get
been
his.
fighting all day.
Are you still fighting?
Yeah, as long as I can. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Should we maybe grab Grinley something to eat? I'm sure he's probably still out there just
Lass, you're
Chipping
sweeter than
away
I
at
am.
them.
You're sweeter than I am. If you feel like it, you can. But he seems like a grown boy.
I think I'll just grab some fruit like an apple or something, put it in my pocket, maybe some fruit leather or something.
Are you guys eating at the mess hall?
Yeah.
I'd say probably at the end of whatever their meal is, when it starts to get dark out and it's hard to see, Grinley would come back in and
okay.
grab like a muffin.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great.
Both of you.
Oh no.
17.
Did you add?
Oh,
Yeah, what's your Constitution?
20. Non-natural 20.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
18.
You all are both eating, and you just smell like sweaty man halfling.
I rolled for this.
Well, you
rolled-
smell it,
you-
but it doesn't disgust you. Like
Yeah.
you just notice it.
Oh, gosh.
So you kind of get this like, oh, what is
Oh,
that?
wow.
And then before you know it,
Hey, guys.
Grinley's right next to your table.
Oh,
how's it going?
Grinley.
We
Hey.
smelled you before we saw you.
Yes.
Go take a bath.
I'm on my way to get there, but I had to get some food first.
Oh, I was
Aye.
gonna grab you a snack, but I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah, thanks. It was I got a nice time sparring in there. Was able to kind of work out some of those kinks from earlier today. So hopefully
Good.
next time we see Chad, I can show myself up a little bit.
All you have to do is stick your arms up. He'll pass out from this pure stench.
Oh, like this?
Oh, you can put that back down. You can put it back down.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh.
Bless it.
You might
As
wanna.
as a halfling, are you barefooted? Right.
Yeah.
We're
probably
the
perfect.
shortest adventuring party.
I was thinking that like, and then you have tall Denise. That's probably why she doesn't want to go out with you all.
Probably not.
No,
We're
just
all
joking.
under 4 feet.
Just joking.
Yeah, I'm probably be chewing down on a muffin and maybe I'll have an apple in my hand. I don't have a plate because I want to be moving around and talking to people.
He's exhausting.
I do agree with you. Taking a lot out of me. All right. Well, it is time for my
Are you-
mentally prayer.
Are you giving Grinley anything while he's here? Or are you waiting for tomorrow?
I will do it in the morning. He stinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
We're trying to cut down on the
We'll have
amount
to have a
of
bit of a ceremony, if
interaction.
you will. We had things planned.
Okay.
Laslin and I. She had a speech and everything prepared.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah, you didn't know that.
Don't put me on the spot.
Newbies have to do a speech.
It's like a part of the thing here. I'm just kidding.
Well, did you guys find a bunk? I was planning on just sleeping outside on the battlegrounds, under the stars.
Oh, no, I
When
was-
did you turn into
I don't know.
Southern plantation gentleman? Under the stars.
the stars.
Your accent is my favorite.
So bad. Yes, I know.
So bad.
I was
It has
just
changed
trying
5
to
times.
find Denise, sniff around for her a little bit, and try and get a bunk near her. I definitely.
We're the first.
She's gonna be my best friend.
We're the first party that like HR yells at.
I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah, I'm gonna wear her down. That is the plan.
Roll an investigation check.
Try and find Denise.
I'm gonna sniff her out.
Yeah, you're
Do I-
rolling high.
Yeah. Do I add anything to that? No. Right.
What's your
Investigation. Yeah.
investigation?
Here we go.
It's intelligence.
Oh, +3. So
Ooh, dirty 20.
There you go.
20 again.
Golly.
So you all enter
I
the buck,
love this
and
elf.
you smell that pine.
Pheromone.
That Christmas pheromone.
Just, you kind of like perk up because you know she's here.
Yeah.
And you do find her in a bunk, but she is passed out. She's
That's
already
okay. I don't want to
sleeping.
I
bug
do
her.
have
I'm
to
just
remind you, this is a family-friendly
Oh
podcast.
no! I'm gonna make her
The
be
one
my
shots don't
best
have to
friend.
be, right?
Laslin crawls
Whether
into the boat.
no, she's gonna be my best friend,
Yeah.
whether she knows it or not.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get the bunk right next to hers and just kind of very gingerly put all my stuff down as to not awaken her or make her upset in any way, shape, or form, and then kind of tell Bruin over this way, get the bunk next to us.
Lasses, I don't know if you know this or not. I'm a gentleman.
That's okay.
I'll be sleeping in the bunk with the other men. You guys do enjoy. And he like kind of bow, curtsies, and then goes and we'll find a bunk with the guys.
Grinley will find a bathhouse or something to wash up, and then he is
thank
going to go
goodness.
sleep outside.
Okay. So you all have a good night's sleep. You're rested up. I didn't have you expend spell slots just to try stuff.
Point Bruin will probably spend the first like 2 hours praying before he goes to bed.
Okay.
Keep my paladin status alive.
Gotcha. So the next morning, you find Gwen standing at the entrance of the training grounds. I hope you all slept well.
Bright as the morning sun.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. And she says, I have your first mission. Consider this a continuation of your training. Successful completion will further cement your status in the army and provide promotions, reward, and all the other crap that comes with it.
You see Grinley get very excited, and he's very interested.
Our scouts have reported a mysterious cave about a half-day's journey north of here, where the Black River empties into the Charcoal Bay. Your mission is to inspect the cave and make sure it is not being occupied by orcs or goblins as a base. If it is being occupied, feel free to eliminate the threat. If you feel you are up to it or not, the choice is yours. You will be rewarded for each proof of death you return to me. Feel free to eat before you go or take care of any loose ends. Report back to me when you return. Here is a map that should be helpful.
And we're doing this as a group of 4?
Yes, Denise is also there with you. You smelt her before she...
I'm just gonna raise my hand and say, proof of death. What does that entail?
Use your imagination.
Can I just bring like the left ear?
That works for me.
All right, this is going to be kind of hard to carry a bunch of stuff.
Weapons, anything that shows that you actually killed something
As
in
I,
bring-
defending this town.
I'll bring the left ears.
I was about to say, as I walk away, I'll just say under my breath, maybe some left hands would be good for Gwen.
Aye.
Oh,
Oh,
Tis
that's
a
pretty
brave-
funny. I forgot that
we'll
it's
say she.
missing a hand.
We'll say she didn't hear that.
Yikes.
I do want you all to roll a perception check.
16.
I'm using my halfling beat of lucky. 5.
Okay, Bruin, 10.
18.
Okay, Laslin, you hear Gwen mutter underneath her breath. Now, where did that dumb oaf run off to? And walks away.
Say dumb oaf. Bruin, come here. Did you just hear that?
Aye. I
Did
did
she
not.
just say dumb? Oh, she
I
just
heard her
said
mutter something. I just couldn't make out what it
something
was.
about a dumb oaf. Should we?
Oof.
A dumb oaf?
I don't know. Can I roll a history?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I got a 5.
What are you trying to discern?
Well, hold on. I actually got a 3. I wanted to know, like, have I heard her refer to an oaf or like some, you know what I mean? Okay, well, I got a 3 to it. Doesn't matter.
A dumb oaf? I don't.
She's probably just talking about her servant or something like that. I wouldn't concern yourself with affairs of the hirelings here. Should we give them our gifts?
Yes.
Did you bring them?
I did.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, let me get it out of the bag. So I'm going to reach in the bag and start grabbing the stuff. Grinley, we got this for you.
Oh, you got me something?
Yes, you were very hard to pick for, but we
I've heard that.
decided on this cool little ear cuff for you. Figured give you a little pizzazz.
Yes, it will look fantastic. Does it go in the left ear or the right ear?
Oh gosh, I don't think we determined that. I'm sure it's very ear specific. It's going to be one or the other.
I don't think it quite matters.
Left ears.
Sounds good. I'll put it in my left
Seems to
ear.
be in my brain.
Does it like clamp onto my ear?
Yeah, it's kind of like a bendable metal, so it's like a like a C shape. You kind of start on the upper lobe, work your way down where it kind of fits, and you can kind of like clamp it a little bit, and it wherever you want it, you can kind of clamp it.
Do you like it?
I do.
We made a good pick.
I like gifts.
All right, and Denise, give Denise what we.
Yes.
Well, we picked this. We didn't know too much about you or what you like, so hopefully you like wearing things in your long, amazing hair. Yeah, we got you this beret, just to kind of.
A beret?
Yes.
Why?
Because we made it. It's an achievement. We're celebrating.
Oh, are you handing it to her?
Yes. I'm handing it to her. And if we ever are up late one night, maybe braiding each other's hair or something like that, I'll put it in for you.
Do you have something you want to tell me?
I don't have a lot of friends here, and just trying to get on your good side.
And she looks at the beret and she's, that's actually my favorite color.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad. It was really
and
hard
she
trying to find
seems
something.
to warm up. Like, thank you.
I'm going to crack that nut.
Naslin, was it?
Laslin. That's okay. You can call me Naslin. It's fine.
Okay.
That's Laslin's her name.
She actually puts it in her hair, and she kind of seems to lighten up a little bit.
Perfect. And we picked this out for me. That's a golden red and gold bead for my beard here, and Laslin got.
Oh yeah,
Show what you got.
Yeah, I also got something for my hair too. What did we end up deciding on?
Jade.
Jade.
No,
Jade.
Jade was for Denise. It was
Denise got the dark purple.
Purple. You got Jade.
Oh, I got the
because
Jade.
your hair was red.
Because of the red.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we just thought we all just have something to kind of A, bind us together, and B, just commemorate the day, the achievement.
Now we're a team.
And may the blessed provider protect all of us. And he's going to put his hands up.
Sure.
May the blessed provider protect all of us in our path going forward, and do the duty of her and in the goodwill of the King Cedric.
I'm going to
And
double
Denise
high five you and say, yeah.
You hear Denise go, well, there's that. Shall we be off then?
Let's go.
Oh, what a wonderful story that has been. Thank you for joining us on that adventure. We hope we'll see you again at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Okay, so one thing we always do after one-shots, especially when somebody hasn't played before.
That's me.
That's you. So what'd you like? What didn't you like? What were you surprised about? Give us your first
Be
impressions.
gentle.
Well, no, definitely. Even just as soon as we started with the introductions, you guys with the accents, and I was like, oh gosh, I am not. There's no way that I could commit to any kind of accent, let alone do it justice.
I don't either.
Honestly,
I don't know.
I'm proof it doesn't matter. You can just change it as you go.
Yes, you were
could go
fluid.
from a
You were fluid.
Southern gentleman to
She was driving. Whenever Sam does the
Bruin,
Bruin, Scottish, I don't know, whatever it is.
It's so good.
I always
you pick up.
try not to slip into that.
You do.
So like forget what I'm doing.
Yeah, you did it a little bit in the beginning.
I know.
It's the only one I comfortably do is
that
this,
accent?
Yeah, is this Bruin? But I've played this character before, so
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of getting into narrating what you're doing and the role playing of it is kind of like still trying to find that character voice and who I want to be. So we don't.
You did a great
You're
job.
doing a good job.
Yeah, you're crushing it. You're really crushing it. The thing that I personally enjoyed, you you have zero humility. So you're just like, you don't care. No, and it's so good and it's so hard because especially from like a podcast recording perspective is you have to narrate the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you're embarrassed and you're awkward, it like shows.
Well, I am that.
Well, no, I didn't.
No,
I didn't
you're
pick.
not.
No, I did not pick up on that at all. Like you were totally just wanting to like have fun and play. So I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
What did you think about playing D&D? So we know you listened to it, but like the whole like rolling of the dice and things like that.
Yeah, no, it was good. I just, trying to remember where my stuff is to look at it when I'm rolling. Sometimes I feel like a little old lady, like, okay, well, I rolled, and then what number is it that, okay, then I add that. But
No, honestly,
getting used to it
still
is...
do it.
we all do it. We just edit it out of the podcast so you don't hear that.
Yeah, and I was really trying to have you do things that I feel like as a table we roll perception a lot, history, and then of course combat. But
Yeah, the more I get used to rolling and figuring
I
that
just
stuff
wanted
out, the
to
better.
introduce ways that you could roll perception and history and what your spells do.
Yeah.
The cool thing about starting at a level 1 is like you really get to grow into your character because like you might not know, like I could see you trying to think about how she would answer a question so you kind of like get to grow into that and develop it as we play.
Yeah. I'm trying not to make her me.
Oh, everyone always makes their first character
And it does,
themselves.
yeah, it just,
It's
you're
fine.
like, can't even get yourself out of your own brain to
They
be somebody
say
else.
the first character you play is the version of you that you want to be, or your ideal version of yourself. So it's completely fine if you play it like you. Not a big deal at all.
When I first played this when I was 10 or 11 years old, my first character's name was Ran. Because it was close to Ryan.
Yeah.
And he was just a human fighter just wanting to kill stuff. So,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
love that.
little Orion. Ran.
Ran.
Little Ran.
Yep.
DM in the game.
Here we are.
That's it.
What?
What do we think about Ryan as a DM?
Oh.
How
How'd
do
you
you
do?
like it?
We got through 3/4 of my notes. I wasn't
That's
planning
pretty
on.
That's really good.
I wasn't planning on role playing
Avir?
Sundry or introducing Avir and Avir today, gone tomorrow. But
yeah. That was her
awesome.
slogan.
And just like
or
that,
you to keep pressing Denise, but
Yeah.
I got to learn to be more
I thought you did fine.
prompt too.
I
guess.
can't wait for Mike to put some music behind your opening monologue.
yeah.
I think that's going to be good.
Yeah, I started writing this, and Emily's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Can't talk."
Can't talk, I'm D&Ding.
All right.
Cool. Well, thanks for playing.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.